This is Courtney Lovett, and I'm doing the Stretch and Flow phonation with the tissue handout. My client is a professional engineer that does Little League coaching after the workday. Nick, thank you for coming in. I completed this handout for you to take home today. We are going to work on the Stretch and Flow phonation with a tissue or your hand if you're not feeling the tissue. We are going to work and focus on trying to have appropriate breathing techniques so you can have an ease of flow through your conversation and when you're speaking. What is happening is your muscles surrounding your larynx and your voice box are tightening up at the end of the day because you are, you're coaching, you're speaking throughout the day during your job, having to give lectures, having to give reports. So we're going to try and use some speaking techniques for an easier voice at the end of your day. We're going to call your current voice maybe the weak voice or the harsh voice. We're going to try and relax these muscles. Um, we're, so we're going to try and manage an easy voice. So this technique works because it helps promote smooth, continuous airflow on exhaling. It helps relax the vocal folds and reduces the strain and the tension within your muscles. This also helps your vocal quality, your voice, and reduces the breathiness. Here's a little, I'll let you read this since we're down to a limited time of our session. But this is just the current research on how this technique works. And I'll just sum it up for you. The results show that the participants that used this strategy um, had more vocal quality and improvement in the vocal function and increased on maximum phonation time, which is the breathing technique aspect of this. So right here are the instructions for you. And at the very bottom, I included 3 videos just re-reviewing what we're doing today, so you don't have to take any notes. I just want you to be here and present while we are working on this technique. Okay, so what we're gonna do first is sit up with a good posture. The materials that you're gonna need, you can use your hand. I know that you'll have some bus rides, so you can use that time and just use your hand. If you're not feeling your hand, then you can use a piece of paper, some tissue, piece of tape from the med bag. That would all work too. Um, so what I want you to do first is get in that upright position. Your back needs to be straight. Your shoulders are not hunched over and they need to be pulled back and relaxed. You're gonna have the item around the nose level, so you're speaking, and this is moving already. I want you to take a big inhale. We're gonna work on the breathing technique just a couple times first. So I want you to inhale, but not too hard, because you'll suck the toilet paper in. So I want you to inhale softly. When you're inhaling, you really need to feel your chest rise, not your belly. We don't breathe with our belly, we breathe with our lungs and our ribs. And then exhale through your mouth, feeling your ribs contract inward. Okay. Now I want you to try that 2 more times on your own. Okay, now we're going to try with the tissue on our face. We're going to just use the airstream right out. So did you see the movement of the tissue? It wasn't going, it didn't have quick air bursts. It wasn't barely bursts. It was flowing nice. and easy out in front of my face. The pressure will change when you speak words and phrases, but don't mind that. I want you to focus on the soft movements of the tissue. It should not whip around like softly whip out in front of our face. It's gonna be nice, easy movement. That wasn't a very good example. I did not take a very good inhale. Okay. I want you to try and adapt your breathing. So make adjustments based on your tissue or feeling it on your hand. It shouldn't be quick air bursts on your hand either. So I want you to repeat this exercise 2 to 5 times daily, just like they did in that research up above that I showed you. They used logs. Glad I'm not making you use a log. Okay, so we're going to work on how to expand this. So you can work on this on the bus and later on. I'm going to go quickly through this, so I'm going to check in just periodically. So what I want you to do is expand it by using sounds like hmm. I still have an airflow coming through, and I'll show you one more time. Hmm. Notice how the tissue just went softly up and did not flail around dramatically and went softly up and stayed there. That's the goal here. I want you to continue to use this feedback and adapt what you're feeling. Check in with your body also and make sure that you're not running out of air. If you are, then just stop. Make sure you're comfortable. Now I want you to progress to holding your vowels. We're going to say, oh, and boy. This might fluctuate a little bit because we are going from different pressures in our lungs. Do that a couple times and see how you feel. Each time you do that, I want you to try and elongate your breath and try and start with 5 seconds and hold that vowel. Move on to 6 seconds and 7 seconds the next time. And work your way up. There should not be tension in your voice at all. And if you're going to follow along with me, I'm right here on the W words. We're going to work on that right now. Words like wow, quick, nice, gentle air streams. We're working on gentle sounds so you can use and use your voice, but not overuse it. So where you're causing that muscle tension and muscle strain. This will help with coaching, especially at the end of the day when you have to be more more vocal and maybe a little bit more loud. You're not just yelling at them. You can use these same breathing techniques and get loud at the same time, which is what we're going to work on here. I want you to try different pitches and different phonations or intonations, excuse me, using fresh or short phrases like, where are you going? This will fluctuate up and down due to the pressures of the phonation of the vowels and different consonants. Um, Now I want you to use more personal phrases, like some things that you might have to say on the bus. Where is the bathroom? That really fluctuated there. We want to make soft sounds. Where is the bathroom? It's going to fluctuate a little bit on the V because it's a burst sound. Like, pop, pop. It's going to fluctuate. Try not to focus too hard on that, but just focus on maintaining that soft after airflow. Ah, mm. Lastly, I want you to try and work this into conversation. Like, where is your football? Um, why are you running that way? Work on really relaxing your vocal cords and your neck muscles so you don't have a weak voice at the end of the day. How are you feeling about this? Do you feel the tension in the back of your throat more than you do down here? Because you should be feeling it in the middle of your mouth, the back of your throat a little bit, but more in the middle of your mouth. Remember, we're not speaking from our belly, we're speaking from our chest. Do you have any questions today? I know I kind of went through that fast. Remember, there's resources at the bottom that you can re-review. Thanks for coming in today, Nick.